Dear friends, for 12 years, a woman suffered from constant bleeding. For 12 years, she spent everything she had on doctors. For 12 years, she grew weaker instead of better. For 12 years, she lived isolated, considered unclean under the law. Then she heard that Jesus was passing through her town. Mark chapter 5, verses 25 to 34. The streets were crowded. People pressed in from every side. She said to herself, "If I only touch his garment, I will be healed." She pushed through the crowd. She reached out. She touched his cloak. Immediately, the bleeding stopped. Jesus turned and said, "Who touched me?" Trembling, she fell before him, and he said, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace." That's it. One touch, one moment, 12 years ended in an instant. Now let's talk about what this means for us. Because this story isn't just about physical healing, it's about endurance, it's about identity, it's about bold faith when you feel invisible. Long struggles do not mean permanent defeat. 12 years, some of you have been fighting battles for a long time. A struggling marriage, a financial drought, anxiety that won't lift, a dream that hasn't happened. Time has a way of whispering, "This is just how your life will be." But this story shouts something different. Length of struggle does not equal final outcome. Just because it's been 12 years does not mean it will be 13. Breakthrough can come suddenly. Don't let duration destroy your expectation. She acted before she saw evidence. Notice something powerful. She didn't say, "If I feel better, I will believe." She said, "If I touch him, I will be healed." That's faith. Faith acts before results appear. Most people wait for motivation. Faith moves without it. Most people wait to feel strong. Faith moves while trembling. She was weak. She was exhausted. She was likely scared. But she moved anyway. And sometimes, dear friends, your miracle is waiting on your movement. She refused to let labels define her. Society called her unclean. Culture pushed her aside. Her condition tried to define her identity. But Jesus called her daughter. That word changed everything. You may have been labeled failure, divorced, addicted, depressed, average, too late, useless, duffer, not enough. But labels from people are not verdicts from God. Your condition is not your identity. You are not what you have been battling. You are not what happened to you. You are not your worst season. She pushed through the crowd. The crowd represents, my dear friends, everything that blocks us: fear, doubt, opinions, past disappointments, negative voices. She could have said, "It's too crowded. I'm too weak. What if nothing happens?" But desperation turned into determination. And here is the truth for life. If you want something different, you have to push past what's comfortable. Growth requires pressure. Breakthrough requires movement. And change requires courage. The touch was small, but the faith was big. She didn't preach. She didn't make a scene. She didn't ask for attention. She simply reached out. Sometimes we overcomplicate transformation. It might be one decision to forgive, one application submitted, one hard conversation, one prayer whispered in private, one step back into faith after years anyway. Small acts done in faith create massive shifts. The real miracle, yes, she was healed physically, but the deeper miracle, she was seen. In a crowd full of people, Jesus stopped for her. In a world that overlooked her, heaven noticed her. And if you feel unseen right now, my dear friends, working hard without no recognition, crying quietly, fighting battles nobody knows about, you are not invisible. The same God who stopped for her still stops for people today. Your 12 years are not wasted years. They are building resilience, perspective, compassion, depth, and strength. And one day you will look back and realize the struggle wasn't your ending. It was preparing you for your moment. So don't quit. Don't shrink back. Don't let the crowd stop you. Reach again. Pray again. Try again. Believe again. Because sometimes one touch, my dear friends, changes everything. If this message spoke to your heart and you want more meaningful, powerful reflections that strengthen your faith and uplift your spirit, then subscribe to the channel. Let's keep reaching together, because sometimes one touch changes everything.